Hey, what is up YouTube? It's the Common Collector, and today I am showing you guys an unboxing of a collection that I just bought. I know that this might not look too enticing right now, but I'm assuming that once we dive into the box here, this is going to get really exciting. So I just bought this collection off of a guy in Minneapolis. For those of you who don't know, I live in a very small town in Minnesota, so I was looking around on Facebook for some cards, and I found this, and this guy just shipped it off to me. So I'm just gonna, we're gonna get the knife out, and we're gonna get things rolling because there's gonna be some hot cards in here, and I'm just really excited to show this off. This is it was my first video, whatever, like 3 months ago, where I first started with an unboxing, and I've done some deck profiles and stuff, which is what I really like doing and stuff, and that's what you guys really like. But when I first started doing this stuff, it was sort of to show off some cool collection buyouts and stuff like that. So I know that my camera's really close, but I want to get a good focus on these cards. There's some classic silver sleeves. I actually have a bunch of these myself. There's a Ninkendog, a Trapmaster. Okay, so there are just tons of cards that are in bundles of rubber bands. This is sort of an overview of the cards that we have here. There's a I'm just gonna start pulling cards, and we're gonna kind of go through them. So here we have a Mott Firewing Pegasus. That's awesome, first edition. A Machina Cannon. Okay, this one's a little beat up, but it's a Manticore of Darkness. I don't even think I have one of these. Invasion of Chaos. Okay, well, I'll keep the sleeved cards over here. Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited about this. Look at this beautiful box. There's a Relinquished right there that I'm seeing. Okay, we're just going to keep shuffling along here. But, for those of you who are like me, kind of living in, there's an LOB, living in a smaller city, you're not really close to all these spots where, because like I said, I bought this on Facebook Marketplace, and if you guys just reach out to the sellers, try to get them to do some shipping and tell them that you'll Venmo them the money, I think that it's really worth it to try. I'm just going to talk while I flip through these cards, but I basically asked the guy, I said, hey, I'll send you an extra $10 if you can just ship this off to me and hold it for me. And it was right over Labor Day weekend, so he's like, yeah, don't worry about it, I'll hold it for you, and I'll ship it off on Tuesday when the post office is open, which I was really happy that he did that. Sometimes sellers can kind of get a little stingy, and when you're paying them online, as long as you sound genuine about it and just say like, hey, I promise you, like, I'll give you a little extra cash if that's what it's going to take. Cool, this is a card that you don't really see every day. I definitely don't even have one of these. It's a 7. Is this even a real card? That's out of AST. I can't think of what pack that is exactly. But okay, cool. When there are three face-up 7 cards on your side of the field, draw 3 cards from your deck, destroy all 7 cards. When this card is set directly from the field to your graveyard, increase your life points by 700 points. Huh, interesting card. I bet that would have been like actually really good back in the day. I never saw anybody ever play that. It reminds me of like 7 Completed that Bandit Keith used in the anime Metamorphosis. That's a band card right there. But okay, please promise me that you'll stick with me, guys. I'm going to go through these commons, but I guarantee there are some very nice cards in here. Obviously, I bought this set because of some of the more glamorous cards that he was showing off. I know that there's a good handful of Dark Magicians and other stuff. I don't want to spoil anything else that's in this, but yeah, there's some very, very good cards coming up. So we're just going to flare through these commons. Okay, there's a contract with Exodia. Anything kind of nice, I'll stop and talk, but okay, Magic Reflector, interesting. Okay, what do we got here? Weights of the Zen Majors for windups. Okay, so there are a couple of like almost like, I mean, I'm not saying Wind Up is meta, but like semi-current ish. Like, I know Wind Up is, I guess, kind of old, but you know, we're seeing a lot of very old cards, and these cards are in very good shape, by the way, which also has me excited. It's nice when you get a good set that's been taken care of. So that was one of our first piles. Nothing too crazy there. I guess I'll keep some of these other cards set aside, but we have a long way to go, folks. So maybe we'll try to find some shinier stuff. Okay. Okay, guys. Everyone sit tight. Here we have a Fallen Angel of the Roses. A Dark Master. This is definitely a fake card. That's a fake, but okay. Kind of a Exodia looking Dark Master guy. First edition. Attack Infinity. Cool. Okay, a Dark Hole. A pretty beat up Flame Swordsman. And a Battle Pack Tin Dark Magician. Or whatever. Booster Pack Tin card. Whatever it is. That's dope. Look at that. Okay, here we have a Skilled Dark Magician. And then a Dark Magician out of Starter Deck Yugi. Awesome. Another Dark Magician out of SYE. Trying to remember what that is. I think that was like the second version of Yugi's starter or structure deck. Okay, wow. More Dark Magician activity here. So another of the Starter Deck Yugi. This one has a little bit of a crease in it, but whatever. And then another SYE. And another SYE. Okay, cool. Ooh, and a Sinister Serpent. There we got a Great Poseidon Beetle. And, okay, a Junk Forward. So that's like, this was, boy, that was during the era of, like, Synchros and stuff. So, like, obviously this guy was around during, like, a little bit of Synchro, XYZ time. So I am just, like, look at all the Dark Magicians. That's like Hogwarts right there. So many wizards. Okay. Okay. That was a lot of carnage. We're going to go back to some commons for a second. Okay. Alright, Soul Absorption. There's a fake hero that is absolutely wrecked. Another 7! What, am I the only one who's like never seen that card before? Okay. Emergency Provisions, Jaden Yuki's most clutch card that he used all the time. What a joke. Basically the way that every duel that Jaden Yuki had was he would use whatever the spell card, I want to say Heart of the Underdog or whatever it was that let him draw extra cards, and then like at the end phase he would have to get rid of his entire hand or whatever it is. But it was a continuous spell, so then he would use Emergency Provisions to get rid of it. So he, like, in turn, he would, like, gain life points and draw cards. It was just, like, super convenient. Monster Reborn. Okay. Another Emergency Provisions. Monster Reborn. A Royal Tribute. Contract with Exodia. I think that we've already passed by 1 or 2 contracts with Exodia too, so definitely beefing up like getting doubles and triples of cards that everyone already has, but picking up on all of like the rares is just like always the best. So okay, here we got some monsters. Okay, boy, he rubber banded that tight. Okay. We're good. Okay. Starting off with a Spirit Monster there. Burning Algae. We got a little Desk Koala peeking out from the corner. I actually just watched Kira Twig. If any of you guys watch him on YouTube, a little shout out for him. He did a really awesome koala deck profile. You guys should go check that out. It's based off of I can't think of his name from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX series, but he was the guy who was in the dorm with Jaden and Cyrus. Okay, there's a 7 Tools of the Bandit from Metal Raiders. Cool. Card Destruction of Starter Deck Yugi. Buster Blader. Nice. From PSY. Nice. Okay. Cool. That looks like that's in really good shape too. We're gonna put that over there. And a lava golem. Those are lava golem and catapult turtle. Sorry, I kind of just skipped that. Chumley, that was his name. Chumley from the anime. Yeah. Totally licious. Yeah. He was a little annoying, but his koala deck and his passion for the koalas was pretty cool. There's a pretty beat up Ryu ran. But yeah, Kira Twig, he definitely made like a really cool deck profile on like if you want just a koala based deck with, I mean, because there's not a whole lot, you got like, and then there's like Desk Kangaroo, which he has in there. But it's a fun deck. Go ahead and check that out. Ojama Black. Another good kind of like fun style deck is the Ojamas. I'm very much considering hopefully tossing up an Ojama deck profile sometime in the future. Not really in any rush to do so, but I do have some plans for some good deck profiles coming up in September. So, Big Koala, there's another one of the cards, but another Big Koala. I kind of like this video right now. I'm able to kind of like give a little commentary on my plans for the future of the channel, because you guys have been really great, getting up to 30 subscribers so far, which is awesome. I really appreciate it. All you guys who are like sharing with your friends, people at locals, I really appreciate it. Word of mouth is always like the best way to kind of spread this stuff, so I really appreciate it. Okay. Oh no! Oh boy, I dropped a couple cards there, but I think we're gonna be okay. A couple cards went flying, but we'll be all right. Okay, we're back in action. So we got a magical scientist there. Okay, we got a rare there. Great Phantom Thief. I hope for all the viewers out there that you guys just like looking at all these old, even like the commons, like when you come across like things like Trapmaster, all that stuff. That stuff should kind of, to me it at least warms my heart a little bit, just like looking at all these old classic cards. Just saw another great classic card peeking out right there, Shadow Ghoul. Oh, and Gren Maju Daiza. People are dropping a lot of decks with Gren Maju right now. Just removing a buttload of cards and unleashing carnage on the world. Try and rip through these as quick as possible. That way we can get to the really cool cards at the end. I see that there is a good stack yet of a couple of cards. So, not going to say particularly what any of them are, but there's some more good cards. But anyways, yes, guys, I do want to reiterate that I really appreciate you guys watching the videos, sharing with your friends, because and basically the reason why I wanted to make this channel was I want to be making deck profiles. Kind of my mission statement is almost like Dan Aykroyd, the car guy from Tommy Boy, where he says, "I make car parts for the American working man because that's what I am and that's what I care about." Because I'm the common collector. I'm the kind of guy who, I'm not the best at locals. I mean, and I bet it, even if I went to a regionals or a really competitive tournament, I would maybe get my butt kicked every now and then, but I've really been trying to soup up my decks. That way my deck profiles are as good as possible when I get them to, but I'm also trying to do them on sort of a budget, because I'm trying to make deck profiles and videos for the common collectors out there who are just trying to make the best decks with what they have lying around or what they can afford on Amazon and TCG Player. Because I mean, when we were kids, we were playing this game with what you see here, with the cards that are in front of me, and you didn't always have Amazon to be like, well, I need another Monster Reborn for my deck. You just had to go out and buy another starter deck or something, and do stuff that way. Or if there was like a really powerful card like a Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning, you just had to buy as many packs of that as you could. Invasion of Chaos, that's where that came from. You basically just had to buy Invasion of Chaos until you finally got that card that you really needed, or trade with kids on the bus. So I'm trying to keep these deck profiles I've been dropping as budget as possible. For those of you who don't know, I'll be doing a Blue Eyes Guard Dragon video coming up within a week or so. Depending on when the rest of my cards get in and how much I tweak with my current strategy. So it was a deck inspired by one of my viewers, and I'm really excited to show it off. Obviously, he didn't invent the Blue Eyes Guard Dragon build, but he sent me how his deck profile is and whatnot, and he and I have been kind of collaborating together on what we think the best strategy for the deck would be, which cards should go in, which cards should go out. And it's going to be a new initiative that I'm starting on the channel, a new thing. So announcement right here, kind of impromptu, is I'm going to be starting a thing called Common Collaboration, where once a month I will feature somebody's deck, or however often, however many I get. If I can fit it in once a month or twice a month or something like that, I'm going to be trying to do a deck profile, sort of like showcasing a profile that one of you guys share with me, and I'll try to make it my own, and we will work on it together. So, Common Collaboration, I am the Common Collector, and we will be collaborating, making decks together, making a deck profile to show off the deck that you have built. Because you guys deserve credit for that, and not everybody has a YouTube channel, not everyone wants to start their own channel, so I think that it's important for me. I've seen that a few other YouTubers, bad reaction to Samochi, some other YouTubers they kind of have a thing where, like, on their Patreon they'll allow you to like ask for deck advice, stuff like that. And I feel like some of that stuff can get kind of generic and whatnot, and you have to pay for that. You have to be on their Patreon. But for me, it's just going to be kind of a sweepstakes where you guys will try to get, you guys can get a hold of me, email me, tell me this is my deck, and as long as it's something like really interesting, semi-original or something like that, like if somebody came at me with like how my Morphtronic Quasar deck, like if someone came at me with something like that, I would be like, whoa, this is cool, let's make this deck profile. So stuff like that. And obviously, again, the Blue Eyes Guard Dragon build is not anything new, but okay, here we're getting into the good stuff. But it is something to where this guy kind of put in his own stuff, and so I'm kind of giving him credit for it. And that's just sort of going to be the inspiration for this new thing that we're starting, the Common Collaboration. So if you guys want to start getting a hold of me on that, I'm going to try to get an email created for the channel. So I will be sharing that once I start the first Common Collaboration video. So enough with the announcements. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of these really good cards. It's been almost 20 minutes already. So here we have a twin-headed Fire Dragon, a Dark Blade, Carbonala Warrior. Oh man, it would be so, like, these are LOB cards. It would be so great to like get a first edition LOB. That'd be nice. Despair from the Dark, 8 Claws, Dark Core, Final Flame, Master Kaianshi, Trap Hole, Darkfire Soldier. And now I'm kind of wondering if, like, I don't know if some of these cards were in a deck. Who knows? Like, I'll have to look after we get through these, like, which of these cards that are in these green and silver sleeves, like, were these separated decks? Okay. Archfiend Soldier, basically like one of the best level 4 cards to drop back in the day. You had to like, you threw that on the board and you're like, okay, I can at least survive for a while because, ooh, Judgment of Anubis. It seemed like back in the day, if you're like sitting there with like a baby dragon and then your opponent had an Archfiend Soldier, you're just like done. Which is, it seems so simple nowadays because like, back when, like, because the decks nowadays are just like, you summon out 3 monsters that have 3,000 attack, and like still sometimes that's not enough to beat your opponent. Okay. Okay. Cool. Swords of Revealing Light out of LOB. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. And it still has the magic label. Woo! That's a good pull right there. We're going to set you off to the side. I like that. Okay, a Black Illusion Ritual, Nobleman of Crossout, Fissure. Okay, we're getting into the final stack here, guys. The box is empty. This is the last of our stuff. Thank you guys for hanging out. We're going to save this. Oh, these are all just empty sleeves. That kind of sucks. Okay, so we're just going to flip through whatever we got in front of us. And what's in front of us is upside down. So, okay. Ooh, an XYZ. I didn't think we'd see any of those. Okay, Labyrinth Tank, Metal Dragon. Some Photons. Alright. Ooh, Elemental Hero the Shining. Nice. Didn't know that that was in this set. Relinquished. Gaia the Dragon Champion. LOB. It's got a little bit of a crease in it right here if you guys can't see, but that's a pretty beautiful card, and right behind it we have a Red Eyes Black Dragon. From, oh my gosh, that's a Jump promotion. JMP number 2, if you guys can see that. I'll try to focus. I saw, like, obviously the pictures on Facebook Marketplace that this guy had out, and oh my gosh, we have an LOB right here, Flame Swordsman. I saw the pictures from Facebook, but they're very hard to zoom in on and see what the tags were, so I did not know that that was a Jump promotional Red Eyes, so cool. Alright, LOB Flame Swordsman, and Archfiend, or Terra King Archfiend, Mass Hero Gaia, so, ooh, and my boy Valkyrion. For those of you guys who don't know, Valkyrion the Magnum Warrior is in, like, probably, like, in my top 5 of my favorite boss monsters, and that's from SDD. That was, I can't think of the name of the game, but I'm pretty sure that this is from a Yu-Gi-Oh game. So that's pretty cool. Valkyrion. Skilled White Magician. Piece of Exodia. I saw this in the promo picture, and this is from Legend of Blue Eyes, so that's pretty awesome. Or not promo picture, the picture from Facebook. Sorry. Boy, I kind of running out of space here, but I'll try to, I gotta squeeze in the Piece of Exodia, because, ooh boy. Alright, here we got a Suzuki Samurai, Rosaria, Z-Metal Tank, X-Head Cannon. Those are rares, too. What are these from? MFC. I don't know what that even is, but okay. I should maybe just, like, spend a day getting really familiar with, like, the abbreviations from packs, because, I mean, like, I know, like, the really expensive ones, and I know the current ones and whatnot, but my favorite is Dark Neostorm, where it's Dane. Every time I see it, I think of Dane Cook. Alright, here we got a Celtic Guardian. There is an Insect Princess. Scarred Warrior. Oh, I hate when they don't put them the right direction. Summon Skull out of Metal Raiders. Oh my gosh. I thought that this was, when I saw it in the pictures, I probably was just like, oh, Starter Deck Yugi. Metal Raiders, Summon Skull. I do not even have one of these. Well, now I do, because I own these cards now. But yes! That is a great pull. Okay, Starter Deck Joey Red Eyes. Now we're going to get into some less cool stuff, I bet. Okay, and there's a DCR, Different Dimension Dragon. And Ciaru. When I saw this, I was a little bit intrigued. Dark Duel Stories. I always love collecting those. I'll put Ciaru next to our other Game Boy promo card. And there we have a Red Eyes out of Starter Deck Joey again. Other random cards. Now we're probably out of like the really cool ones. Photon Sanctuary. Interesting. Oh my gosh, though. Some of these cards I did not know, like, the rarity of. Okay, there's a Necro Valley. I would not have thought that. Oh, and we got a Japanese card. Random Japanese card. Okay, we're going to save that for last. A Change of Heart out of Metal Raiders. That's pretty cool. I saw that. I did know that that was holographic from the picture from Facebook, but I thought that that was Legend of Blue Eyes. But cool. All right, and for the final, the Japanese card. It's probably like nothing good, but we're gonna see. Oh, Darkfire Dragon. What? Wait a second. That says LOB, and it's in English, but on the back it's. Well, this is probably a fake, but or it's like a really convincing looking fake, and it feels like cardstock. But anyways, cool. If you guys know anything more about the packs that these cards are from, where this Japanese card is from, because I don't know, Darkfire Dragon, I don't know. But let's just kind of review over some of the cool cards that we pulled out here. Here we have a Flame Swordsman, Gaia. These cards are from some really cool packs. We got some Legend of Blue Eyes, Celtic Guardian, Change of Heart, and Summon Skull from out of Metal Raiders, which is awesome. Here we got a Swords of Revealing Light out of Blue Eyes. And then just going through some of these cards that we looked at right away, Buster Blader and Dark Magician. Would have been cool if we would have had like a Dark Paladin or something. But those are SYEs, and here we have some Starter Deck Yugis. But here we have the Battle Pack tin, or the Booster Pack tin edition of Dark Magician there. These cards are irrelevant because there's a lot of other really cool stuff in front of us. But just let me know what you guys thought about the video. What you guys thought of everything that we got here. I'm just going to kind of like do a little sweep for you guys to look. But we got a lot of really cool cards here. And I'm really glad that you guys stuck around. This is my set right now. I'm using some on a tripod with my phone. I'm using some old boxes, but here we go. These are some of the junkier cards that I tossed over here, and then here's our stack of all the commons and whatnot. But really cool. Glad that you guys stuck around to watch the video. If you guys are here at this outro, I am the Common Collector. Thank you for sticking with me. This has been a great video. I'm very excited to sort all of these cards away because this was some great pulls. I'm going to kind of pick up some of my favorites that we got from today. But yeah, thank you very much for sticking. And I am the Common Collector. Peace out, dudes. Thanks.